so we are getting ready to do another transformation video, another makeover video. My model shared with me that he has not had a haircut in about 8 months. So we're gonna dive in, leave the top a little bit longer so we can texturize the top, give it some versatility so my model can dress and style his hair different ways every single day. It's not always gonna look the same. And then we're going to take the sides and back down quite a bit. I'm not too sure exactly how short we're gonna take it just yet, but we'll take it down, assess how it looks, and then take it down some more if we feel like we need to. So, check it out.
All right, so here is a before shot of my model. I'm gonna give him a quick spin so you can see the length that we're working with. It's quite long on the top, the sides, the back, so we're gonna take this haircut down pretty tight on the sides and back, and we're gonna leave a little bit of length on the top so he can have some versatility when he goes to style his hair. All right, so I'm now cutting the top of the hair, and I'm taking sections from the front of his forehead back to the crown, and I'm pulling the hair straight up, and I'm establishing the length that we're going to have on top. As I mentioned, we're going to leave it a little bit longer so he can have some versatility when he wants to dress and style his hair. Now, I'm working my way in sections from the top center towards the left of his head. So working towards his left ear, and I'm just pulling the hair straight up using the previous section as my guide, as you can see. And then after I complete the left side, I will work around to the right side and cut the top on the right side as well. Alright, so as you can see, I am now working on the right side of my model's head. I'm combing the hair straight up using the center section, our very first section that we cut, as my guide, and I'm going to do this all the way from the center top to the temple. Alright, so now that I've completed cutting the top of the hair, I am going to start cutting the upper half of the sides and back. I'm just going to do that through my fingers to remove a lot of the bulk. Now, keep in mind that the reason why I started at the top of the hair is because I wanted to establish the length that we were going to leave up there. That was the most important part of this particular haircut, is establishing a length at the top where my model was going to have enough length to create some versatility whenever he styled his hair from day to day. So we started at the top to create that length to make sure we had the length that we were working with. Now I'm just going through and removing the bulk on the sides and back on the upper half with my fingers. As far as the lower half of the sides and back, I'm going to use my clippers just to remove that bulk really quickly. Alright, so now that I have completed cutting the upper half of the sides and back through my fingers, I'm now using my clippers to take off the lower half of the sides and back. Now, I'm not too sure just yet how short I want to go on the lower half of the sides and back, so I've put on the smallest guard that I have to remove a lot of the bulk. Turns out that I ended up taking it shorter, but at the moment that I was doing this haircut, I didn't know if I'd want to take it all the way bald. So I started off with the smallest guard, took a peek at how it looked, and then once I assessed how it looked, I decided that I wanted to take it all the way down, so I removed the guard and continued to use the clippers to do a freehand fade from there. Alright, so like I originally said, I wasn't too sure how short I was going to take the lower half of the sides and back. So I started off using the shortest guard that I had. Now you can see I have officially removed the guard, and I'm just using the clippers to take the hair even shorter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the clippers and freehand the fade from the lower half of the sides and back to the upper half of the sides and back. Alright, so now you can see I'm just taking the clippers and free-handing the fade from the lower half of the sides and back up to the upper half of the sides and back. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through and remove the corner that is established when you cut a square shape on the top and a square shape on the sides. All right, so here I'm just combing the hair down so that I can establish a length in the event that my model wants to wear his hair forward and down. It's not going to fall in his eyes. Alright, so now I'm going to texturize the top of my model's hair. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to give my model a lot of versatility. In the event my model wants to change his hairstyle from day to day, he definitely could. If he wanted to wear his hair a little bit more smooth and maybe pushed back, he could do that. However, if he wanted to wear it more chunky with texture, he could definitely do that as well. So, what I'm doing is I'm taking pieces of the top of my model's hair, twisting it, and then taking my scissors and just closing them halfway, working my way from the scalp up to the tip of the hair where I'm just holding it with my fingertips, removing a lot of the bulk, so when I let go, the hair is going to have a lot of texture on the top, giving my model all sorts of versatility so he can dress his hair in different ways from day to day, making it fun for my model to be able to style his hair in so many different ways. Alright, so we have come to the end of the haircut. I hope you guys like this haircut. If you have any questions, please don't forget to put them down in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit that like button. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more great videos.